February, the chairperson of the All India Trinamool Congress and Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee showed with evidence that voter epic card numbers were being duplicated in Bengal, and in Bengal's epic cards, voters from BJP-ruled states such as Haryana and Gujarat, their names were being uploaded. This means that voters from BJP-ruled states such as Haryana and Gujarat can come and vote in Bengal because their names have been uploaded in Bengal's epic card numbers.
So when we talk about epic numbers are a 10-digit number. When was it introduced? The first question, like as I said, this is my first question. It's how many digit number? 10 digit. What's my second thing that is important? It was introduced in 1993 by the registration of electoral rules. That's my third point. Now, where is the data going? It's going in Aeronet digital platform. What is happening, as I said again, what is happening in this case presently? Because the states were issuing their own IDs. So what was happening? There were two IDs of the same person with the same numbers. Of course, the name and everything is different. So the voter can be registered on those days. That is what now the Election Commission would be cancelling out, and you'll get a unique epic ID. Is that clear? When was it introduced? 1993. And by changing of the electoral rolls in 1960. Earlier, there were no VVPATs, right? So you had ballot papers. Ballot papers mein kya hota tha? There used to be a box in which one used to vote, and box had a symbol. What was the symbol of Congress? You will not know. The Congress symbol initially during elections, when we got independence, Congress symbol was not hand. No. It was bulls. Two bulls. So the election symbols have changed, and that's how you would get to know. So it was at that time the Congress used to do a very interesting campaigning that they used to say, "Har bull pe apna wo laga dete hai." Congress party bulls are everywhere. So they said we got free campaigning. So that was the initial symbol. So the symbols have changed. Okay, epic card, everybody clear? Now, when we talk about EVMs, we'll discuss now what is EVM. What is EVM? Electronic voting machine. What are the important things? Who designed it? Faculty members of Industrial Design Center, IIT, Bombay was where it is designed. That's my fifth point. Who manufactures it? It's also come in civil services. It's Bharat Electronics and ECIL, Electronics Corporation of India. Who manufactures it? This has already come. So there's a possibility it's come in civils. It might come in here and there other paper also. It was first introduced in 1998 and 2001 in a phased manner. Okay, before this, we had what? The ballot papers. Is it clear? For the first time, where was EVM introduced? It was introduced in 1982 in Kerala on a basis, just a basic. And also very interestingly, the Model Code of Conduct is also introduced in Kerala. What is Model Code of Conduct? Achar Sahita. That 1 month prior to the elections, as soon as the Election Commission announces, you cannot campaign. Is it clear? You cannot use government machinery. What is government machinery? I cannot use government vehicles for campaigning or everything. So I cannot give advertisements. So all the advertisements that you've given are taken down. All the government cannot introduce new schemes. All schemes can be done prior to the election, where the Election Commission introduces it. Is Election Commission a single body or multi-member body? It was initially a single-member body. Now it is made as a multi-member body. There are 3 election commissions. So there's a chief election commissioner. There are 2 additionals. Suppose another question for you. Simple question. Let's just talk in logic. I'm the CEC. I disagree, and these two agree with one opinion. Whose opinion will it be regarded correct? Initially, it was this one-member body that there was only one head like CEC. Clear? Now it's a multi-member body. 1 CEC and 2 additional chief election commissioners. Who do we listen to? If CEC says yes and the other 2 say no, who do we listen to then? It's majority. So it is now majority. That is the reason why they introduced a multi-member body. Is it clear? So that is the case of it. Next, EVMs were first time used in general elections in 2014. All over across India, they were used in 2014. And the first assembly elections of Goa is where the EVM was introduced. This is the EVM. Look, I'll just explain to you. So when we vote, since how many of you, majority of you, or some of you are above the age of 18, anybody voted? Yes, you have. Okay, wonderful. For how much time does the bell ring? 7 seconds. So the first thing. Now, if I vote and the bell is on for 7 seconds, so that means your vote is cast. Now, if you look at it, there'll be a symbol of the party and the name of the candidate. And what happens for a blind candidate? How does blind candidate then give? Okrani, Braille script is used on the side. There's a Braille script written. So everybody has a case. Clear or not? He cannot see a symbol. For people who are illiterate, they introduce the symbols. Clear or not? So next one, the next machine that we have is VVPAT. After 7 seconds, it comes on this. This is where the VVPAT is voter verified paper audit trail. For the first time, EVM was introduced where? Kerala. The first elections, Goa. In 2014, General Assembly election, it was introduced all across India. VVPAT for the first time was introduced in 2013. As I said, point wise, we don't read more than that. 7 seconds rule. After 7 seconds, your vote is recorded. Okay. Now what happens? This is the paper slip is visible. Since if you not voted here, this is the paper slip comes. Whosoever voted for comes, and then this goes there. Is it clear or not? When was VVPAT introduced? Norscan Assembly in Nagaland. Can we do this? Norscan Assembly in Nagaland. Wait. Voter verified paper audit trail. How many votes can be recorded in EVM? Maximum is 2000, but generally we keep a limit of 1500. That's why you have different polling booths. You don't have one polling booth. If you voted, you understand around you also there are 2-3 polling booths. In cities, they might be in one sector. Say for example, we say in 35, we have 2 polling booths. One is for that side, one is for this side. So they divided in such a way that less than 1500 people generally tend to vote. It's not one polling booth. And everybody does not go in one place to vote. So एक school में 3-4 open किए जाते हैं ना. There are 3-4 places opened up. So there are different polling booths available. Is it clear? Okay. Each ballot can counter how many candidates? 16. So it says how many candidates can be there? 16. How many candidates can be there in one EVM? 16. One is for nota. None of the above. None of the above was introduced by the Supreme Court judgment. Now that's again very important. What is nota? None of the above. If I don't like a candidate, any candidate, I can vote for nota. Now my next question comes, what if nota gets majority? Then what happens? The person who comes second automatically becomes the MP or MLA. The only, yes, that's true. It's never been there, but the nota is to say that it's never happened. It's never happened. But that's the rule for it. If somebody comes first, nota comes first, the second person will win. But this is to tell the political parties that your candidates are not liked by anyone. So please have a look into it that you change your candidates. That's the purpose of nota. That is the purpose of nota. Majority of it do not know. Maximum how many candidates can be there? 384. So that means how many times, how many EVMs can be connected together? How many EVMs can be connected together? Simple calculation. How many EVMs can be collected? We're talking about approximately how much? 380. That will be 16, 320, 320, and 24 EVMs can be connected together. 16 hai na? 16 into 20 is 320. Then you're left with 64. So it will be 24, not 48. So 24 EVMs can be connected together. That's what it is given. Is it clear? Because one has 16. One is the place for nota. Why they increased it? And initially it was 16. In Andhra, farmers really were pissed off. So in certain places next to Sikandrabad, they were really pissed off with the thing. So everybody started fighting in the elections. So the EVMs could not count 256. So then they increased to 384. That's the maximum ever recorded was 256 candidates for a assembly seat. More than 256. Nota could not be adjusted. So they had to shift to what? If there are more than 384 candidates, what will election commission do? Now that's the next question. 384 is there. There are 384 candidates plus one has to be for nota. But the only EVMs can fit is 384. How can you do it? Then what will happen? then you go to what? Paper ballot. So voting has to happen. So you shift to paper ballot. That's the case. So how many EVMs can be introduced? 22. For how much time is there it on? 7 seconds. If you voted, now my next question. This is a simple science question. The ink they use. What is the compound of the ink? Silver nitrate. Is it clear? Silver nitrate. Who manufactures it? The ink is manufactured by Mysore Paints and Varnish Limited. And they export it to more than 30 countries. It was made by CSIR. Is it clear or not? VVPAT ki slip, they will not ask you.